Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a weird unboxing because technically it's 3 boxes to unbox, but 2 of them I've already seen. One I don't even have a box for because I used it to ship something else. So it's a bit of a mess in this video because I wasn't thinking about filming the 2 adult book boxes because I normally don't. So I just didn't think about it and therefore did not plan ahead. So when my young adult Fairyloot came, I was like, oh, I could put those 2 in the video. So I'm just gonna do that anyway. But I don't have any of the things for the adult Fairyloot box. And I don't even know like which one it is. I think these are all July. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if the Fairyloot, I think the Fairyloot adult one is July. I don't know. I think it's all July. I will correct it in the title or down below somewhere if it's not all July, but I'm pretty sure this is all July. So first we're going to be talking about the Fairyloot adult July pick. This is the one I don't have a box for. I mean, you can tell it's literally right here. So I was so excited because we have both the Fairyloot and the Owlcrate adult books are the same book. And I purposely did not go buy a copy of this book because I was so excited about these, and I have seen both of these, and I'm gonna say right off the bat, not really a fan of both of them. So it's actually funny, my husband likes the one that I don't like especially don't like. He's like, oh, that one's really cool, and I'm just sitting there going, did I miss like a memo here or something? But anyway, let's start with the Fairyloot adult edition. We have Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. This is just like, I want to read this so bad. I'm so excited to have a copy of it. This is like a different variant compared to the UK edition. It's not like that much. It's just really like a color change. It's pretty. I generally like the US edition more though. But this is fine. Spine is gorgeous. I mean, it feels nice. I like the back a lot. I think that's cool. And you can see the 86 on the back. That's like, I didn't even know it was there until you started doing that with it. So I liked that. The problem, and it's not really Fairyloot's fault, is the publisher wanted this book done. What did they say? A statement was released. If this isn't correct, go check on your own. I don't 100% remember if this was correct, but I think Fairyloot came out and said, hey, we chose the sprayed edges, but it wasn't our fault, like the way they concave in. So they dip in and it ruins the image on it. They really should have just done a solid sprayed edge if they knew that it was going to be done by a publisher that had this kind of concave thing in it, because it really doesn't work that well. So like the top is fine. The top is pretty. It's still got the weird striations on it where like the pages aren't exactly level. So that's fine. The bottom is fine. But then you can see it like this. You can see this concaveness. And so it just, you can see the image just striated and it's just kind of funky looking. It's pretty. I like it. It just, to the eye, it actually looks a lot better on here, which I'm impressed with. But you can just see like the stripes through it. It just ruins the picture. I'm not like hugely upset with it. It's just not my favorite. I also am not a huge fan of their designs when they put just the cover on the edge. I don't love that. It's not my favorite thing. I'd rather it just be like a solid sprayed edge or a different type of design. Like if they had just done like the lanterns on the side, that would have been really cool. I'm just not a fan of mimicking this to this. I think they had the same issue with the Alexandra Bracken that they did recently. I didn't love the sprayed edges because it was the same on the front as it was on the sprayed edges. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people are really upset about it. I'm not upset about it as much as other people are, but I can see why people are a little upset about it. But again, not really Fairyloot's fault. I definitely feel like they probably should have known and kind of planned for it, but at the same time, that's definitely something kind of out of their control. Okay, and then on the inside, we have some really pretty artwork here. I think this is really cool, honestly. I don't like it enough to switch it because I don't like the realistic art necessarily, but at the same time, I like it. I'm really, really torn on what this looks like. Like, I think it looks really cool, and then I don't, and then I do, and I'm so torn on it. Like, I just don't know. It does feel a little too realistic for me that it like almost freaks me out a little bit. And then we have, I love this. I think this looks really cool. Her mouth is a little weird. Like from far away it looks all scrunched up, but it like close up it looks normal, but this is really, really cool. And then yeah, nothing on the back, and then that on the side, and then we even have, I love this artwork. This is amazing. This artwork is so pretty. I love that. And then on the back it is different, and I love the artwork. I think the artwork is really interesting. So I'm excited about that. I don't know. Overall, I'm not sure about it. Oh, the book is inspired by Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. Fiery collision of power plays, spilled blood, and romance amidst a set of deadly games. Every year, thousands flock to San Air, the dangerously dense capital twin cities of the Kingdom of Talon, where the palace hosts a set of deadly games. Those confident in their ability to jump between bodies can enter a fight to the death for the chance to win unimaginable riches. Calla Tuolimi has been in hiding for 5 years, ever since she murdered her parents to free the people of Talon from her tyrannical family. Only one person stands in her way of finishing the job, her reclusive uncle, King Kasa. However, she knows he always greets the victor of the games. If she wins, she will finally get the chance to kill him. Enter Anton Makusa, whose childhood love has lain in a coma since they were both ousted from the palace. He's deep in debt trying to keep her alive, which means his last chance at saving her is entering the games and winning. When Anton proposes an unexpected alliance with Calla, they quickly find their partnership spiraling into something all-consuming. But before the games close, Calla must decide what she's playing for, her lover or her kingdom, for no matter what, only one of them can walk out alive. I'm nervous about that, because it also screams like love triangle because of the girl in the coma, and I don't know. But I love everything else about it. So this is the first book. Let's move on to the Owlcrate version of this book. Oh, for Owlcrate, I like the box. So for Owlcrate's first adult book, they are doing the same book, Immortal Longings, and I have to say, was not the biggest fan. So we open it up. We have Let the Games Begin, and that's our little kind of spoiler sheet. And then we have Give Me No Freedom Until the Crown is Broken, Immortal Longings. This is just like their community page that they talk about. And then here's the book. So this is the Owlcrate edition of it. I don't like it. I don't like it like at all. My husband actually likes it a lot. I do like the puffiness of the title and like her name, but overall I'm just like not a fan of this cover. I don't like the art style. I don't feel like it fits the vibe of like the plot very well. I don't know. I'm so torn on this. I don't know. This was not what I was expecting when I opened it up. And then I do like the side. I think that is a lot prettier. I think that looks really cool on the side. And then the back I also like. I feel like it's just this front with like the eye. The back says, there are no gods in this world, only kings and tyrants. So again, like this, just like, I think maybe without the eye, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. And then we have some really pretty blue sprayed edges. I'm a sucker for just like plain sprayed edges. I don't have to have anything super fancy. Yeah, and then I think these are digital signatures. I don't remember which one's digital, which one's not, because I don't have the Fairyloot one. But here's the Fairyloot signed page. I forgot about that. And then the Owlcrate signed page is that looks more actually signed, because that looks like a marker while the other one looks kind of like digital pen. But I don't know. I can't 100% say like what's what. Nothing on the hardback, and then you have just that. I don't know. I feel like I wish they would have done more for like their first adult book, but I know that they're a little more constrained because they would have had to do, because there's nothing on there either. I wish they would have at least done something on here, or even just a little foiling design on here. Just don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't think they did enough. I think if I really liked the change in Dust Jacket, I would have loved it. But I like the US edition so much more that I feel like I'm gonna have to go get the US edition, because out of all of the copies I have, I don't really love any of them. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. But that is the Owlcrate one. The spoilers So this is their cover versus, yeah, the US cover just looks so cool. It looks so cool. I really like it. Exclusive edition features completely redesigned cover illustrated by artist Wei Tong Mai and was designed by Lichen and Limestone. The book is also signed by the author on a lovely tip and page designed by Teresa Chen. The book also features stunning turquoise sprayed edges. I'm just so torn. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about like the Owlcrate versus Fairyloot, and if you like any other editions better, if you just like the regular US edition better. I just realized there was a 57 on the top. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. I didn't see the 57 that's on the top. There you go. So I saw the 86, I didn't see the 57. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought about like the battle between the books. I think I like this one better just because I'm not a fan of this cover, but like I don't know, maybe the more I look at it, the more I like it. My husband really liked this one. He thought it fit like the description really well, and he actually didn't like this one at all. So I don't know. I guess everyone is super different with what they like. I just wasn't expecting him to be like vehement about it, about how much he liked the Owlcrate one and did not like the Fairyloot one. And that was before I said anything. I was just like, which one do you like? And he was like, oh, that one's really cool. And I was like, interesting. I was just expecting him to agree with me. Okay, on to the main thing for this video. We have the July 2023 Young Adult Fairyloot box. I do know what the book is already because it was in a previous Owlcrate, and the Owlcrate book knocked it out of the park. The Owlcrate book was stunning. It was like a transparent cover. It was so freaking cool. I just can't imagine this one will be any better. So I'm very curious what they did to it and see if it'll stock up to Owlcrates. So here is our little sneak peek. I feel like they've been packing better since they switched to the packing peanuts. Here is our spoiler card. It says Cruel Intentions, July 2023. So at least I had that right. There's a better sneak peek. Okay, first up we have coasters. Monster Family Crest coaster design. Monster Family Crest, I feel like that's got to be only a monster, which I'm so excited for the second book to come out. Yeah, only a monster coasters. I always forget they have like the things on the back. But yeah, at least I got it right. Designed by Bluey Blue. We have a Fourth Wing jacket out that I really want to get, but I don't want to spend any money. I think that's them at least. This has got to be them. Okay, so we have... these look really cool. Normally I'm like about coasters, but this artwork is so pretty. So that's our first one. And they're just like a cork coaster. Then we have the next one. I love this artwork. This one. And then we have that one. I feel like this one and the mermaid are my favorite. So those are really pretty. Again, normally I'm like about coasters, but I really like the designs on them, so I'm a fan of that. Next item are a pair of socks, and they are long socks. Yes, that's like the only socks that I wear on longer socks because I have weak ass ankles. And for some reason, if I wear any type of shoes with a back, they always bleed. Doesn't matter what I do, they always bleed. So I have to wear like long socks with everything. It's so annoying. That's why I like exclusively wear flip-flops. So I don't know why I took this off already. So we have the Wicker King socks designed by Jez Hawk. I have not read the Wicker King. Here are the socks. These are nice. They're just like generically designed looking socks. I don't know the Wicker King, so I don't know how much this is like accurate to the Wicker King. It just kind of looks like some desert looking socks. So I'm fine with that. They're actually really nice. They don't have that weird, sometimes these socks have like weird stretchiness to them, but they're nice. They're actually going to fit a lot of people. Next item, we have something metal. The Nightmare Pin designed by No One Designs. Oh, I love No One Designs. I love No One Designs. The Nightmare. It's literally just called The Nightmare. And there's like scratches right here. And there's eyes. What is this? Is there a book called The Nightmare? I mean, it's really pretty. I just don't know. I can't think of like where it would be from. And this doesn't really, it just says Nightmare Pin. I wonder if it's just like a generic, like, this is everyone's nightmare in the middle of the woods. I don't know. We'll see with the spoiler card on that one. Next one, we have another little case. Cruel Intentions Magnetic Bookmarks by No One Designs. Makes me happy. I love No One Designs. Cruel Intentions. I know there's Cruel Illusions, right? That's a book that they did. These are so cute. Cruel Intentions bookmark. Is this a book too? Am I missing something? I don't know, but I love these. These are so cute. These are like definitely my aesthetic. Like neon pink, but be evil looking. Is that a thing? Can that be people's aesthetic? I love it. Neon pink weapons. It's so great. Okay, this is so cool looking. I love this. This is such a weird item to freak out about, but for some reason I love this. I love the aesthetic of that. Next item, I was about to say, how many items do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So technically we normally only do 4, right? I feel like they did 5 in the last one too. We have, oh, is this like the new collection? Yes. Is it the new collection? Collection of Magical Tomes, Volume 2, designed by Chatty Nora. Do I have a Volume 1? Do I remember Volume 1? I mean, I obviously have it because I have gotten their boxes for so long. Ooh. I'm not like the biggest fan of these. I think they're almost a bit of a waste of space. I feel bad about saying that. I almost feel like they're a bit of a wasted space because I never know what to do with them. The Book of Fate. It's really pretty. I never know what to do with it. Like, this takes up a spot of a real book, so I don't know. The Book of Fate. I guess I can keep like bookmarks and stuff in here and actually keep them on my shelves, which would be really cool. I like it, and it's pretty. And on the inside, just one of those gel silica packets. And then just generic inside. It's fine. I'm not like the biggest fan, but it's fine. Forgot about the tarot cards. Okay, tarot cards. We have Page of Stars. This is definitely Sorcery of Thorns, right? This has got to be a Sorcery of Thorns. Page of Stars. And Knight of Stars. But that doesn't look like Sorcery. Does it look like... Yeah, because the sword, potentially? I don't know. I'm confusing myself. Knight of Stars and Page of Stars. I think this is Sorcery of Thorns. They look very familiar, especially the male character. Okay, we'll have to look at that. I think that's what it is, though. Now we are down to our little pouch of book and goodies. So let's pull out... Ooh. Saw the edges already, and I'm pretty excited about that. Do I not have anything in here? Oh, found them. Okay, they were in the book. I was like, what is happening? So first we have the bookmark, and then we have the author letter, which is stunning. That is so pretty. Love that. Dear Fairyloot readers. Yep. Okay, author letter. I'll turn this around so you guys can pause and read it if you want to. And then we have the fairy scoop, which we'll check out in a minute. But here is, this is actually really pretty. Here is the book. So I do know what the original looks like. I like the changes to it a lot. I like the color scheme they went for with this. I think it's a lot prettier. I don't think it pops as much, but I'm okay with that. It's really, really pretty. So I'm loving that. And then we have the side, which is pretty, and then we have the back, which is very nice, and it has our Fairyloot exclusive. Yeah, I like the color scheme of this a lot. And I love that they did galaxy for it. So there's the top, there's the bottom, and there is the side. That is so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. And it looks like it's actually centered. The book's a little loose. I hate when they do that, but it is actually centered and correct. So here's what it looks like up close. It's actually really pretty. I did not think it was going to come close to the Owlcrate one. Owlcrate's was just so unique that is just so cool. It's so cool with the transparent cover. So that one is just so good. I think this one is really good. I think this is a really good edition of the book. and it's just really pretty. So I'm happy with this. I'm excited about this. Hopefully I like it because I have 2 copies. So opening up the book. That was slippery. Oh, we have so much stuff going on for this one. Okay, so here is the foiling on the dust jacket. I'm not a huge fan of that. I do like that it's talking about the threads of fate because that is like the importance of this book. And then we have that and then nothing on the back. So not my favorite design on the hardback. But under the dust jacket, we have a fully reversible dust jacket. And it's really pretty. That's really tempting. That is really, really tempting to switch it. But I actually really like the front. That's so pretty. Yeah, I like this better. But if you don't like people on your cover, you can still get the same vibe and switch it over. So that's actually amazing. And it has the spine, it has everything. So that's really nice. This is the way that I like reverse dust jackets being done, because this is actually a reverse dust jacket. You can actually reverse it, still see the name and the author, etc. on it. And then going back to the book, we have some gorgeous artwork here. I'm so excited to read this book now. I feel like this edition of the book got me more excited to read the book. And then this on the back. Not as fun as the front one, but still really nice. And then, I don't know if it's signed. Yeah, we have a little signature right there. So that's cool. And that's actually signed because that's a silver Sharpie. That was really good. Let's talk about what this book is about. In the city of Elante, the descendants of the Greek gods live alongside mortals. Io is a Mora born descended from the Fates. She can see threads, shimmering silver lines connecting every person. When a relationship is formed, a new thread appears. When a person's life thread is cut, it's their time to die. Io uses her gifts as a private investigator, trying to make ends meet in a world which treats other born people like her with suspicion and prejudice. Then Io is witness to a murder, but this is no ordinary murder. Io can see that the killer's life thread is severed. They should be long dead. More complicated still, there is another witness, Edai, member of the violent Rossi mob who rule Elante. And what Io can see immediately, although Ide cannot, is that there is a bright silver fate thread connecting them. The boy is her destiny. Io and Ide are thrown together to solve the case, and as Io grapples with the dark secrets lurking beneath Elante's surface, she must decide whether to embrace her fate and give in to the feelings growing between herself and Edai, or whether to cut the thread and set him free. Dripping with atmosphere and edged with danger, threads that bind weaves together a gorgeous dark tapestry mystery, faded romance, and modern myth. You won't be able to put this one down. Oh, that was said by Alexandra Bracken, best-selling author of lore. Cool. Okay, so that is the book. Let's look at the Fairy Scoop very quickly. There is going to be a sequel. That's always what I check the Fairy Scoop for. And then our edition comes with the exclusive cover, reversible dust jacket, digitally sprayed edges, artwork on the end papers, foil on the hardcover, and signed by the author. This had a lot going for it. At the end, we're going to go, obviously, over what is next month. And then let me see if I can find the spoiler card. So, talking about spoilers, we have coasters designed by Bluey Blue, and it is Vanessa Len's Only a Monster. Secret book designed by Chatty Nora. The second volume in our secret book collection of magical tomes. Enamel pin by No One Designs is inspired by Rachel Gillig's One Dark Window. This enamel pin beautifully captures the nightmare, one of the Providence cards. Okay, so One Dark Window. And then Crew Socks by Jez Hawk, The Wicker King. Magnetic Bookmarks by No One Designs. Revenge takes on an elegant shade of pink with these cruel intentions. Magnetic bookmarks. Indulge in their beauty and add a touch of glamour to your reading experience. So is this just supposed to be like Cruel Intentions, the movie? Or I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know that. I don't know if that's a book. I don't know if they're talking about the movie, but I know there's no like pink swords in the movie, so I don't know. Tarot cards of the month. We have Nathaniel as the Page of Stars and Elizabeth as the Knight of Stars. The characters are from The Sorcerer of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. So at least I got that right. And they were designed by Rosalind Arts. So feature book of the month. We already talked about what it has, but the reversible dust jacket is by Blanca Design. And then the artwork on the end papers is by Near 4Z. And then the character print on the reverse side of the author letter is by Pan Prika. So those are the spoilers. I would say that my favorite, I don't know, now that I'm looking at this, I feel like it didn't blow me out of the park, but it's just like it's a fine box. I really liked the coaster designs, because I am a sucker for Only a Monster by Vanessa Lynn. I love that book. It was one of my favorite books last year. And I do love these, even though I have no idea where they come from. These are really cool. So I like this, and I like the pin. I like the socks. So I generally liked everything. Nothing was like, oh my gosh. So still a good box though. And of course, the book was gorgeous. I think they did a really, really good job with the book. Least favorite item would probably go to the secret book, which I know is a weird thing, but I don't really use them. I don't know what to do with them. So even though I don't hate it, it is my least favorite out of everything that we got. Last, let's talk about next month. Reap What You Sow August theme for the young adult box. In this box, you can expect items inspired by Gideon the Ninth, Belladonna, the Bone Season, and 2 fandom neutral items. We're thrilled to reveal that this box will include a pair of metal bookends and a glass tumbler. Interesting. The Fairyloot edition will have an exclusive cover, a reversible dust jacket, digital sprayed edges on all 3 edges, foil on the hardcover, artwork on the end papers, and a digital signature. So that's a lot of stuff going on. And then here's the little artwork for it. So that is everything in the box. Thank you for joining me today with this kind of weird unboxing, since it was like random books on top of that. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed the content so you don't miss anything, more unboxings, etc. I have talked about it in a previous video, but I am going to be a little more sparse with uploading until I figure out some medical things that are going on right now. So 1 to 2 videos a week, potentially less if I'm going through a bad week like I was last week. I think I did one thing Sunday, posted one thing Sunday, and that was it. So just be patient with me. I'm still reading. I'm just having a little harder time reading because it's harder to focus with stuff going on right now. But thank you for all the well wishes too. That was so nice of you guys. I did a community post about it just to let you guys know I was going to be a little more sparser with posting. So thank everybody for the well wishes. And on the last video, everyone's saying, hope you're feeling better. It means a lot. It means a lot because it's been a rough month. So hopefully we'll get better soon and I'll be back to posting a disturbing number of videos for you guys. And like I said, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything in those updates, and make sure you like the video, and make sure you let me know down in the comments down below what you thought about the books. Like I said, I want to know what you guys thought about the Owlcrate versus the Fairyloot one, and if you like any other copies, and what you thought about this book, what you thought about this box, etc. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So I'll see you guys in the next one.